It's not. No,
It's not?
No, it is.
No, it's rolling. Okay, so today is day 3 of coming back to the gym and doing 5-3-1 and boring but big for assistance. The max I ever managed to squat on the safety squat bar was 160. So for boring but big, I've only got to do 80 maths. But for today, for the 5-3-1, I'm working up to 140 at 5s, I believe. So that's that. The only thing I got to try and do today is just try and work on my form, try and mind my back, and all the rest of it. And other than that, let's go. So we'll start with a nice empty.
Big thing Chris wants to be doing is getting his knees out because he wants to fix his mobility and getting depth, of course. Not the end of the world if you don't get it with the bar. That's something he'll aim to do. And really, he wants to be sort of on his heels. You don't have to stay on your heels, but you need to be pushing out the sides of your feet whilst you're pushing your knees out. So let's see that straight up and down job. As you can see, a lot of flexibility issues. You can't stay upright. And he's a smelly bastard.
Yeah, there's a moment where I have to sort of force down instead of sink down.
Well, you should be a bit lighter after that smelly job you got at your ass. So he's about here. This is where the danger comes in. This is what we call the danger zone.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, that is a struggle. Ooh. Oh.
There's like a moon on this.
Is it?
Yeah, the light makes it. Oh, see, we get it back now. Stay still, fam. Oh, it's gone. You fucking scared it away, you bastard. Now there's a little light and a little. Oh, it's back there. No, I'm joking. No, there was a little moon on the light, mate. Another warm-up set.
Righto, yeah. The second warm-up set. So, again, I'm in two minds about warming up with the empty bar if it's even useful, to be fair.
It definitely is.
But
it's like a stretch.
Yeah, I suppose, kind of, but on the safety squat bar, your hands are here.
That's how you'll squat today.
True. Right.
You don't lean forward too much, really. It doesn't matter if people lean forward, by the way. It's just...
Shit.
Yeah, you'll have to move it as well. That's what I had, mate. They were good.
Thank you. I was trying to stay more upright and not worry about trying to force myself down into depth.
So yeah, the cord lean fine. I probably had a bit of sword lean when I showed you it. But it's just...
Well, the thing is, when I concentrate on going down straight and not the lean, rather than depth, sorry, then my right heel rose up a bit.
Yes.
And just my right.
It's a big one.
Aye, you bastard!
Oh, it's going to be that scene, isn't it? That I told you about. Why are you doing it, Jordan? Chris, no!
Oh! Russians are intense, man. Big scary bastards. It's probably the race of people I want to fight the least, right? Imagine if they were like Jordan, you're being selected by a bit of paper out of top hat. Today you got to fight someone, you're like, alright. They don't tell you nothing about him except the nationality. You're like, he's Russian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd be like, fuck.
Say he was like, he's Gambian, and you'd be like,
So this weird thing happens is like, this little moon comes. It's here now.
is it on the screen?
Yeah, it's like on your ass right now. It's so funny. It might not come onto the video though, because it's on the screen.
Probably like a setting
It's-
thing.
it's
Probably
actually-
just realises it's filming at night.
It's absolutely shagging you for a bit there. I was moving it into you.
Oh, lovely.
But there's blue on the picture at the back and there's moons on there and they're coming off and floating around really.
Lovely. My toe is in bits.
Oh no. Pew. Woo.
Get away, whatever you're doing back there.
Why aren't you helping him? Don't remember him helping me when I did my squats today.
I did.
I know. But I said I don't remember.
Oh, that's my card you're playing there. The old memory.
That's what my uncle said when I told him about that.
Oh.
Because my mate said to him when we went that meeting, went, tell him, remember you said you'd pay for all of it.
Our toe is killing. Right, anyway.
Right, my man. Set 5 with
Set
70.
5.
This will be a bit easier for Chris because a bit of weight on it.
Famous last word.
Again, there's nothing wrong for forward lean. It's just good to kind of stay back a bit. We have different builds though, so...
I should have put the collars on, shouldn't I?
No, you'll be alright.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's see, they're fine.
I'm trying to remember to point my toes out a bit.
Yeah, don't feel too bad about how bad they go out. The more forward, the better, really, but it doesn't matter. See, that's a bit better. You made it.
Alright. So, set the second. 5 reps, 100 kilos. Let's try and do it nice and correct.
Remember, big belly there, squeeze them glutes. Stop that. Saying to you. Yeah, a good thing to do when you train as well is, and this is what I'm doing for my comp, is I'm concentrating on something I can control. Can't raw squat, bad hit, can box squat. All right. Can bench press really well in the minute. All right, book a comp for bench. You're back doing comps. There's no to go back. Oh no. Same with you today. It's like, well, you just do what you can. If you shit yourself later, you can go, I couldn't control it.
Like every day.
Yeah, just go, oh, I couldn't control it.
Fucking get
I
on
knew
there,
this would
Westy.
happen to me.
Get on there. You ever just like be squatting and you're like, my ass is proper at my shorts. Like really and truly, like you pull them out and you're like, there's significant travel there.
Yeah, it's like your jogging bottoms are fine, but your pants are like in a fucking...
Well up.
You feel like your arsehole just turned into a hurricane or something.
You just feel like it's actively chewing. It's just going, like Cookie Monster in the arm.
Yeah, sometimes people just get what I like to call a hungry bum.
Oh, you're like, when you find somebody with a hungry bum, alright. Where is the other clip?
What does this say?
Here.
Oh no.
Oh, you unscrewed it too much.
Fuck you, Amazon Essentials. Right, don't do it yet, because I'm fucking all over the shop.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah, be the cameraman.
As I said, I bought a cheap tripod just to get started with. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't miss out on maxes without having to give up a spotter. Because that would undoubtedly make a good YouTube video, but I'd be like, oh, I died.
Right, that's got you in, and it'll show your hips angled down as well.
Right, you're just going to stay there yeah, and see how it looks? Because I should be right with this.
Okay.
Right, so...
Well, you said it now, so if he dies...
If he dies, he dies.
I've got his eulogy planned at his funeral.
Don't play the Teletubbies tune, mate.
Nah, it's going to be Once Upon a Time in the West, and people be like, I didn't even know he liked westerns. I'm like, just wanted to see it funeral, innit?
That's not bad. Right, so 120 for 5.
Make these fast and easy. Last warm up. You don't want a hard warm up. Right, keep your back neutral. Arch that upper back. Fast. Aggression. Big belly of air. Squeeze them glutes. Come on.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, it's editing me again. And I'll be honest, I was thinking with this 120 in the edit of just removing this terrible first rep where I almost pitch forward and fall through the wall. I was thinking of removing the whole set. I was even thinking of just scrapping the whole bloody video, because I can remember being able to do a lot heavier than this. Not a lot heavier, but heavier than this. 4 reps easily. But I call a lot of these videos, learning powerlifting and my powerlifting journey and all that sort of jazz. And it's part of the journey, part of learning, right, is to look at your mistakes. And I'm looking at it right now. Look at the state of this. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I was having a chat with Jordan afterwards, and bear in mind, get yourself a good friend when you're training. That'll see you do something a little above what you can do, a little bad form, and say, just re-rack it, mate, be safe. I should have listened to him, let's be honest, but whatever. It's in the past now. I have been off for a while. For those of you who don't know, who are maybe just encountering this video now, I was off for a good long while, for a few months, with a big massive 56 centimetre blood clot in my leg. And I wasn't just sitting around. I had to actively have that foot elevated at an angle, and now I'm trying to get back to moving, to mobility, to squatting, to, and I think maybe I need to face the fact I'm a little worse off than I thought I was. So, there you go. Try not to let the ego get in the way. I was going to go for a 140. I think I said that near the top of the video. But, I said to myself, no, let's be smart. Don't injure yourself, because then you're going to be off for a while. 120 kilos for 5 is not very heavy, but, it's training, right? So, well, I'm here to train, and if part of training is breaking down my form and realising I need to move back, then back I go.
Rack.
That's all right, my back went crunch. Come on, Chris.
Come on, you got good depth here, come on. I would make that your 5 today, Chris.
All right.
Set a 5 for Chris. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but when you're not looking at the camera because of the angle it is, it probably just looks like okay depth. He has really hit his depth today, done a really good job. All right, how'd that feel, Chris?
Too much sitting on the sofa for too long.
What's that bloke's name in Star Wars you like? A surprise, to be sure.
Oh, what, Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody like him?
No.
No.
Nah, he's a good actor, actually.
Oh, that's disappointing. I still might go for 140, give it 5 minutes.
All right, well,
Damn.
that's probably just ego and your form will break down, to be honest. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go, even if you got it, you'll go, I got it. But how similar is that going to look to your 160 squat, where you broke down a lot?
Yeah.
What you want to do is, it's only 120, it doesn't matter. You're fucking, you know your rack taken. Big thing you need to learn is, it's like when you see people in the gym when they're doing like lat pull down and they're cheating it and stuff like that. Or they've got a lot of body movement when they're doing lifts and stuff, is they're not actually doing anything. They're not getting stronger at all because they're cheating. So, you know.
Yeah, alright, fine.
Also,
we'll leave the ego lifting out the door,
do you know, can I say this to you as well? It's not that you probably could have done it today. Do you know what the problem is?
What?
That you've had a really hard week.
Let me rework that. Hey!
I've missed a lot of PRs, just singles when we've went, but like you did that a couple of weeks ago, did quick. So I feel like shit.
Well, it is what it is. So we'll call that there 120.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And then
It's a good thing for people to see.
we'll go 5x10. Yeah.
You had a hard week anyways. If you squatted Mondays, mate, maybe there'd be a difference, but it doesn't matter. You still want to do 85 sets of 10?
Yeah.
To do 70 kilogram shrugs. 40k barbell rows. I could only do 20 kilogram lat pull down, loads of stuff. Because when I was doing it, I was rowing and cheating and stuff, and I had to go back, and it was so frustrating.
I'm gonna have to do that for everything, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless. So the 120, the form went to shit for reps, especially. I was thinking in my head like, oh, I did 160 when I first come back with the clot and all that. So I should be able to do 140 easy for reps and blah blah blah. But the 120 was terrible. I'm asking to be hurt. Jordan's saying just like calm yourself down. Don't injure yourself because you're just gonna end up even further back than you are now. And that's correct, that's right. And we don't wanna ego lift or anything silly like that and just like tear my back or fly head first into the wall. So regardless, whatever, it's done.
Yeah.
120 for
He's
reps.
doing it now. You know how hard it is? This is the problem with ego lifting. That's why loads of people are weak, mate. Because they cheat their form, they do loads of dumb shit. You can go set, by the way. I'm just going to blabber on, pal.
Yeah, so 5 of 10 at, what's this, 75, 80.
So he's doing that
80
now.
for 5 sets of 10.
The good thing, if you're going to be a coach and you're going to be a nice coach, make sure when you tell people stuff like this, it's done pleasantly. Because you don't want, when you're getting told to go back and wait, it's stressful. But if someone's a cunt about it, I guess, you can beep that out if you don't like that word. You're not going to want to listen to them. Great depth. Look at how good this form is now. Big difference. Quite upright. I know I keep saying upright like you have to be, but more upright than a good morning. Good sets, Chris. Come on. His feet stay on the floor, these sets. Bang. And he's getting them hips through. Boom. There you go. Yeah, that's the thing as well. You get as well. There's lots of great exercises, but it's not working for you. It's not activating.
No, not always, but glutes and hams are my problem from just being like a big fat bastard so often. You know what I mean? Big belly tilts you forward, puts strain and tightness on your quads. Your glutes and your hams get soft and weak. That's why I've got like a long back, total flat ass. And I sat in a van for like 2 years, which don't help. You know what I mean? I wasn't working out then either, so I was just sitting in a van for 8 hours and then going home. And what do you do when you get home after work?
Sit on the couch.
Carry on sitting, yeah. But anyway, I did that to myself.
This is the Big Brother house. What do you think of your teammate, Jordan?
I think he's a bit of a... Oh! I'm going to try and get the glutes fired.
I don't know why, but I'd love to like come talk to this camera in my face and like literally just full on shag it. Like,
Go on then, I'll just edit it out all with that.
no, it's alright.
Imagine that, you're like, I'm paranoid, don't put me up on the internet. And
It's
you're
just-
like, there's a full edit of you.
Hey, why don't I come and stand back so you can see me and completely strip off all my clothes?
When you help me
I'll just
this
finish
bench
myself off
shirt and
here.
that, oh.
Oh, don't remember, I lift raw. What are you talking about? Bench 180 raw, guys.
Why is there another clip on there?
There's 2 clips on there.
There was.
You joking?
Yeah.
There's no such thing as being too safe, mate.
Right. Okie dokie. Set number 2. Let's try and make this all nice.
All in. but no toad. That's it, take your time. Big thing Chris needs to learn is not to walk the weight to the back of the garage. Baby steps and good ones. After he's done his set, he looks up and he's like, fucking Australia? It could be a bit lower, mate, go on. They're lovely.
When you get there, the statue is of this big brawny bloke, impossible for the times, right? You only got a crust of bread and that. He's a big tank with like this fully armoured knight across his shoulders like that. Obviously in real life he would have been sort of like, come along, like that. But the statue's like that of him, like fucking Lord whatever inherits his land. He's like, it's like, you won't have that statue, mate.
Also, just before I forget, what's this cunt thinks he's funny? I'm not 4'11".
4'11".
I'm 4'12", right?
Well, I mean, look how high he's having to hold that tripod up.
Alright, I'll just put it on my head, alright?
Oh, yeah.
This is me, you fucking... Are you ready for a bit of this?
Right.
5'6" is not short for a man.
Yeah.
That's how tall Gimli was, but I'll say that.
Gimli wasn't a man. He was a dwarf.
Yeah, well...
Right.
A manly dwarf.
Third set.
Here we go. Your squats have been great, you've been hitting good depth, and your form's been lovely. I think this is probably the day Chris was most worried about.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to help you re-rack that if you take your time. Fucking hell, I don't know how many you did. You did 10?
Oh,
You did 10 of them?
I counted 10.
I fucking felt like you did about 24. I was squatting about 180 with camping bar and safe squat bar. So what I could squat with a straight bar, low bar, I don't know.
Right, let that be a lesson to you people at home. You can get a longer break by having a conversation with
Thinking he's
people.
interested in the bollocks you got to say about yourself.
Oh yeah, tell me about your house move again.
Oh, wow, Jordan, that's really good lift. Wow. And I just fall for it. Oh,
Your
start
house
blushing
has
and
4
that.
walls.
Actually, I can do this one.
Your house has 4 walls, you say?
Stairs? Whoa.
4th set. Some people say the 4th set is the hardest.
Who doesn't think that's the hardest? Going into the 5th set after you've done 4 feels great. Make sure that bad's in a good bit, mate. That looks like it's not a very good place for you.
There?
Well, just, you know the strap?
Yeah.
Make that point up the way. That's it. Because what you'll do is that if that gets put to where your shoulder is,
It rolls back.
well, God watches and he don't like when people do that shit. If you don't do missionary position when you have sex, God watches and he's like, this is fucking disgraceful. Why is she on top? What do you mean she's bent over like a dog? They call it doggy style. Go on, big Chris. Knees out on the side of your feet. Come on, aggression. Hips for boom. Bit lower than that. Come on. Go on, Chris, low. That's your best fucking set. Best lift. Come on. I think it just clicked in your head there and you went, I know what I'm doing now. See those last two there? We'd see you back on those last two. It was like that. Not like you'd know what planet you're on right now, but you did good. How many of them have I done? 2 or 3? 3?
2, you've done 2.
Actually, no sign language. You did.
Sitting down.
You did down there.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Don't let yourself get all fat and out of shape, because when you try
Also,
do anything, it's horrible.
Here's a good tip for not eating.
Try and tie your shoes, horrible. Try and reach for the remote when you're lying on the sofa, horrible. Try and get in and out of the car, horrible. But I am not going on my 600 pound life.
I've noticed as well, see if you just lie down more often, or you just don't move as much, you just don't feel that full. You just eat forever. I'll eat loads, I'll lie in bed and I'll be like, I'll just take sandwiches to bed with me, and like a pint of milk, but I'll be stuffed and I'll be like, I need to eat.
Oh.
I'll get up to go to the toilet and I'm like, oh, fucking yeah.
Oh, the quads.
Give me the dog.
Bad Dobby. Dobby should listen to Master.
Bad Dobby. Shots full of ass. Not too bad.
I know we said this before, but he was proper BDSM kink energy Dobby, doesn't he? Punish me, Master.
Yeah.
Ah. Connect a tube to your ass. And the other into my gas mask.
Would be great.
Absolutely gassed.
You're going to get these deep. Are you going to break through your hips? Make sure you are fucking braced and tight. No looseness. Come on, let's get depth. Come on. Hits through. Come on, Chris, slower. Come on. Come on. Brace proper. Come on. Squeeze. Hits through. Let's get down to business.
Hey, mate.
That's it? That's perfect. Oh yeah, I can just put it back underneath you. These plates right away. Yep, really dangerous thing.
Oh, I'm done.
Put your hands on it. There you go. You can hold it for a sec when you're done. I'll just put it under for you. Big strong glutes. You're recording again, yeah? I think I set the camera up quite well. That's it. Okay.
That kill.
Alright, take it out. There you go. It's like a monolith for glute ham raise. I was looking at monolith actually. Monthly 30 pound a month, I could get one. Thought about it. So I could do some wide squat maxes. But I'm not going to attach them all attachment to this. Friggin' horrific. That's done. We've got some tidying up to do, but. What did you just do there, Chris?
What did I do? Glute ham raise.
Chris did glute ham raise. No, he didn't. He did hip thrusts.
Hip thrust.
They really hammer your glutes a lot. A big thing I think people struggle with when they start training is,
Glutes and ham.
yeah, activating the glutes and stuff.
I felt that, but the problem is they're so weak I can barely do anything. So next time I might drop that a bit and try and do more reps. But either way, that's this. That's this session done.